Welcome, Jayson Waller here with Jayson Waller Unleashed. That's right, the newest episode, the hottest podcast out here climbing the charts. I'm telling you what, we talk about politics, we talk about aliens, that's Zara up there above me. We talk about sex, we talk about families, we talk about business, building businesses, entrepreneurship, scaling, lead gen, underdogs, the comeback, the setback, you name it, we talk about it all. So super excited to get you tuned in today. Make sure you follow us on podcasts. Anywhere you get your podcast, could be Spotify, could be Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. You can check us out on YouTube, or you can check us out, Jayson Waller Bam and Jayson Waller Unleashed, on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. Now, got a new sponsor. Wanted to share this information. Shout out to Paul Logan. We've got right here, we've got Prime Glowberry. They sent us a bunch of this for the podcast. So we will be drinking Glowberry in today's show. Super excited about that. This flavor actually is the most flavor out of all of them. I don't know what the deal is, but I can't explain it. It's like a sweet apple. It's really good. So check out the Prime there. Now, we're talking about a couple things today. Trying to let loose. I've been doing some comedy things. I'm out here, we're building our business, super successful, one of the home services business right now, getting ready to extend that brand, super jacked about that. Still doing some coaching. I'm loving that. That's going well. Still doing research on aliens, got some big names coming on the podcast. We're trying to do a lot of them more in person, so it takes time to schedule these folks out. We'll probably bring Joe back on. Joe was funny talking about the Uniball and things like that. Haven't seen Liz in a while. Where's she at? Liz, where you at? Well, I guess we'll have to figure that out soon. So, Detroit Lions just came off a big win. They're 5-1. Can talk a little bit about football as well today. Jacked about that. Lost a football game this weekend, and it was my fault. We're coaching against another team. It's our biggest arch rival, the other Brawley team. And we lost. We lost because of arrogance and bad coaching calls. So yours truly fucked it up. For the kids, it's my fault. We had the game won. We're up 14-0. We even pulled out a trick play, the Detroit special, threw a 55-yard touchdown pass on this flea flicker. We're up, 4 minutes left. Bad penalty after bad penalty. Didn't punt the ball. Went for it like a dumbass. We fumbled. They ran it back. Our ball again, minute left. Another penalty. Go deep on third down rather than run and punt. They pick six. We're losing 16-14. We're trying to move the ball back to go win the game. We lose. Total destruction of arrogance, ego, and coaching. It was tough. It was tough because let the kids down. Got in the emotions. I mean, how many of us have been there where we're doing something and we've got it won and then we just fucking get arrogant, cocky, take things for granted. No way these guys are going to score. We're fine. Bam, blows up in your face. Been there, done that, and that happened this past weekend. It was tough. Son was crying. It was bad. And he had, that flea flicker was probably the best throw I've seen from him ever. It was awesome. It was definitely the best play of the year for the entire league. And we should have won that game, and we lost. And it's just that team shouldn't even been on the field with us. No offense to them, but we were a better team than them. And they got some good kids there we like. They're good kids and some good coaches, but that's our arch rival. And that game should have been over. And they didn't beat us. I lost it. Kudos to them for executing it, though. And it was tough. Oh, I couldn't imagine coaching college or NFL, dude. Because you make a mistake, it's like just if this is 12, 13U football, and you're depressed for these kids upset. Imagine how you feel coaching college football or the NFL. That's so much bigger than this. And here I am beating myself up all weekend because it was my fault. I got caught in the moment of emotions, got a penalty called on us, and then bad calls led to the destruction of winning the game 14-0. The team couldn't have scored on us. They scored on a fumble recovery that shouldn't have been a fumble, should have been incomplete, but it is what it is, and then a pick six. When we shouldn't have went deep, we should have ran it. Instead, we're it's like a punt. They can't, he takes it back to the house. Who would have thought? So needless to say, here we are, another week. We fall in the standings. We've got to win this game. Make the playoffs, which we should. Not going in arrogant, but we should. And I've got to redo the defense. I've got to redo, not the defense, I've got to redo the offense and what we do and be more conservative. But how many times in life do we do that? We get comfortable. We take things for granted. We take success for granted. We're like, oh, I'm already succeeding. It's okay. You got to stay hungry. I feel like even though I hate that we lost this game and it crushed me, I was pissed. I'm still pissed. My wife's like, it's just a 12U football. And you don't understand. My son's pissed. I'm like, dude, it's my fault we lost. It's my fault we lost. It pisses me off. Well, the first thing is you got to own it. The second thing is you got to learn from it. I will tell you this. I'll never be in position in a football game again where I don't go conservative and ball control to win the game. I'm not going to get arrogant. I'm not going to get cocky. I'm not going to go try to stab the dagger in the heart. There's no reason for that, and it blew up in my face, and that's called karma. That's exactly what happened. It's my fault. And so I'm hoping that this loss, because even our kids were arrogant, wakes them up. You know, what you do with losses is important. What you do with struggles is important. It's important. How you handle adversity is important. You know, it's not about what you do in life. It's what you do when you get knocked down in life. And I feel like that we needed a wake-up call. And I didn't purposely lose the game. But we were riding high, winning all 4 games in a row and going into the playoffs. We needed a wake-up call. And I can't wait to see what this week of practice is like and how we turn around next week. But in life, we all have these problems that knock us down. We all have these issues that destroy us or that knock us off the ladder. And what we do is the difference. You know what the greatest story is in life? It's the comeback story, right? Imagine yourself a wounded soul with a broken confidence and having lost it all. But then you pick yourself up. You rise from the ashes in the pits of anxiety and depression. You heal both physically, mentally, and emotionally. You get fitter, leaner, faster, and more mentally resilient. Against all odds, you vanquish your inner demons. So you must remember, the comeback is always stronger than the setback. And that's the key here, ladies and gentlemen. It's how you handle this is important. And this is just a football game. But look, it's the same thing losing my business last year. How you handle things is important. It is more important than the things that you accomplish. Everybody's watching. Your kids, your wife, everybody. It's time to get back on the grind, dude. Whatever it is you're going through in life, whatever struggles you're going through in life, whatever problems you're going through in life. Maybe you had a breakup. Maybe you have a relationship issue. Maybe you have a business issue. Maybe you lost your job. I'm talking to you. Maybe those things are happening. The comeback story is so much better than the setback. You can change your life. You can make a difference in what you do. You can rise from the ashes in that pits of anxiety and depression, and you can heal physically, mentally, and emotionally over anything. It's truth. You can. No matter what you're going through, you get the choice of how you react to the problem. And that's important. I'm telling you, it's so important. And we don't get to do that enough. We don't get to stay in the process moment of the comeback like we should, right? We just get to the mountain top, and then sometimes we fall, and then we'll claw back, but we don't really remember the process. We just get to another top of the mountaintop, and then maybe we fall. That's life. It's a roller coaster up and down. But I want you to start focusing on the process. I want you to start focusing on the things that change, the things you learn from falling, the things that you learn from the struggle. And so when your comeback is there, I want you to pay attention to the things you're doing differently. I want you to pay attention to the effort that you're making and how the results are changing at a better speed this time around than last time. It's the same thing with my business, losing $1 billion business, $400 million it cost me because of a manufacturer liability and some crooks over at Generac in Wisconsin and how they handle things. A publicly traded company manipulating a company like ours to taking the fall and out of my control, and how I respond is so important. And for 90 days, I lashed out and I was pissed. I'm still angry, but I've learned that there's nothing I can do and there's things out of my control. All I can do is heal. All I can do is be more focused. All I can do is be more hungry, and I can take that and create confidence and start to build new companies and start to do new things in life and not let that define who I am. And so I challenge each one of you when you're running into these problems in life, and I bring up something as simple as football, and you guys maybe coach football. It mattered to me. It mattered to my son crying, it mattered to the other kids crying, and we lost because of me. I fucked up coaching at the end. Fourth quarter was on me. Bad calls on me. Time management on me. It's my fault. I was pissed. I was like, still thinking about, I should have done this. I can't go change it. But I can get these kids fired up, dude, like no other. I can get them so hungry that we just make a statement going forward, that we hit people, their mamas go, ooh, my baby, when we get on that field, that we change the whole mindset of the team. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to challenge myself to challenge these kids to be bigger and better and let them know I let them down, but that won't happen again. And so when you're in this situation and you let yourself down or you let somebody down, what are you going to do? How are you going to handle it? What are you going to do and how are you going to handle it? It's so important. I think the problem in life, we all get comfortable, is living stagnant. And there's not enough emotion and motion going on in life. It's just too dry, too plain, too comfortable. And for those that have a comfortable life, God bless you. But that's too boring for me. I thrive being uncomfortable, right? If you want to succeed in life and you want to be bigger and greater than anything else, you've got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. You've got to be able to make a difference in your life and challenge yourself to be the best version of yourself. You can't get stagnant. You can't get complacent. Sitting there doing the same thing over and over again, living like Groundhog's Day, and no problems and no issues and nothing making you fail forward and learn and nothing making you stronger and mightier than what you were before. I mean, that's just not it. That doesn't work for me. Like, trust me, I don't like turmoil. I don't like stress. I don't like fear. I don't like anxiety. And I get all those things. But I also don't like being bored and sitting with the same stagnant, dry air of no movement, motion, and change in my life. We have to, our bodies, our souls, our minds are made to be challenged. It's like electricity. It's like problems are like a charge of electricity into your body. Bam, hits your body, and whoo, you got to change your whole thing. At least for me, it feels that way. When there's a problem that happens, catastrophe, issue, it's like a lightning bolt goes through my body and recharges me, and I've got to, now I'm living, I've got to deal with it. If there's nothing, it's just nothing. It's just withering away and dying. And some people are good with that. They're like, look, Jay, I don't want to be stressed, and I don't want to have ups and downs, and they don't want to have the electricity bolts in their body. They don't want to feel all that juice. They just want to live their life. And God bless you, and I ain't mad at you. I'm just not built that way. And some of you aren't built that way. Some of you are built for something bigger. Something better, something larger than life. You're built for that. You're going to sit around and just fucking play it in the safety lane and fucking go slow, or you're going to go fast? You're going to sit around and take the safe route, or you're going to fucking drive this thing and take the hard, tough, get it done, grit route? You know, they say in football, you got to be a dog, right? And, you know, to be a dog, you've got to be a dedicated athlete with grit, DAWG. It's the same thing in business, right? You got to be dedicated. You got to have a grit. You got to be able to have problems and swallow them up and deal with them. You can't just fucking have a free ride, think it's just going to be easy, because it's not. And it's not for everybody to run a company. You know, I put my coaching back out there because I've got a couple people I'm coaching now that they do different things, and they're completely different personalities. And I think I'm adding major value. A couple of them are doubled in size pretty much, and just 3 or 4 months. So that's exciting to see. But each person has their own appetite for success, right? Say that again. Each person has their own appetite for success. Some people are like, give me the whole fucking menu. I want to eat it all. I want everything. And some people are like, nope, I just want that. And the first thing is, you got to know what you want. What does success look like for you? Is success making more money? Is success having more time? Is success getting married? What is success? Like, for me, success is happiness. It's having fulfillment. I've had a lot of money. I've lost a lot of money, and I'm rebuilding money, right? To me, it's being happy and being fulfilled. And that looks different, but I also want to be challenged, and I'm hungry to matter, and I'm hungry to win, and I'm hungry to put a dent in the universe and make a difference in people's lives and make a difference for my family's lives. I'm hungry for all that, but I also want happiness. So you've got to ask yourself what success looks like for you, and then you've got to determine what your appetite is for that. Because every time you want to eat more on that menu for success, you have got to risk something. You're not going to get something on that menu and it not cost you something. It's going to cost you something. And that's why you've really got to determine your appetite of what it is you want, what you're willing to sacrifice. Because that's how it works. You eat everything on the menu, you're sacrificing getting fat. You're going to get some fucking lard on your ass, right? But you got to decide on this menu of success in life. Every time you get something, you're sacrificing something. Is it worth the squeeze? The juice, is it worth the squeeze? Are you getting enough out of it? Is it worth it? And you have got to plan and conquer that way. You've got to say, okay, this is worth this and this is worth this. So I'm willing to do this, because this is what I'd like to do. And I'm okay with sacrificing these two things. But you've got to understand what your appetite is, because everyone's appetite is different. Some people with an addictive personality, it's not good for them because their appetite's unlimited. Let me say that again. Some people with an addictive personality, their appetite is unlimited. And when your appetite's unlimited, then guess what your risk tolerance is? It's unlimited. And guess what you're sacrificing? Anything and everything. And that is not the route to win. The route to win, the road to success, in my opinion, is you got to determine what your appetite to success is. What does it look like? What am I willing to sacrifice? And then carve out your best thing. You can't have unlimited. There's no such thing as unlimited. And when you chase money and not success, you'll fail. Say it again. When you chase money and not success, you fail. Because with success comes money. But if you're like, I just want to make $1 billion, then you're not going to make $1 billion. I just want to do this. No. There are steps you've got to take and things follow that. The money is the reward of it, but it's not something you can chase. You've got to put other things in place, and so you got to change what you're chasing. You got to change what's on that menu for your appetite. Your appetite can't be, think of money as the calories, right, that you're intaking. Think of the results of your business or your life is on the menu of what you're doing. And part of that is the money or whatever, the happiness. It's the calories or the intake of the vitamins or whatever you're getting. I try to think of myself when I'm setting my goals, when I'm out there, determining what I want to do. And dude, I do it every day, every week, every month. It doesn't change. Like I'm like, all right, what is the goal today? What's the goal this week? What's the goal this month? What's the goal next month? And I set deadlines for myself. And most of the time I hit them. Sometimes I don't. But at least I'm trying, and I have those guides and those goals so I know where I'm going. I don't just go out there and try to wing it. Now I do wing it when I get on stage because I just talk from the heart, or I do a podcast. I have no show notes. I just chat, right? Whatever's on my mind. But in order for goals of success, life, marriage, family, you have to be able to think. Like I think, okay, I want to make sure I check in with my kids more this week. I want to make sure that I say something sweeter to my wife this week. I want to make sure that I spend time with each owner of the business this week. I want to make sure that, different things that you're wanting to do. Give deadlines. Hey, I need this done before Halloween, and I need this done before Thanksgiving, and measurable goals that you can do. That the reason you have to do all those things is that's how you get to the success. That's how you're eating off the menu, and your appetite for success is you're picking those items to build the ultimate meal. Because you just can't have it all. It just doesn't work that way. You lose 100 pounds, losing 1 pound at a time. You climb 100 stairs, climb it 1 stair at a time. That's how it works. So you do the same thing for your goals and your appetite for success. And like I said, to me, success is happiness. So success can look a different way. It's not your job title. It's not how much money you made. It's how happy you are. I've seen people working at McDonald's or Walmart or, Bojangles that are happier than a puppy with 2 Peters. That's a weird analogy, but it's what my dad used to say. They're just that happy, right? God bless them. That's success. If they're happy, they're successful. I've seen people with all the money in the world, not happy, depressed, want to commit suicide. That's not success. They're just rich. Success is not rich. Success is happiness and fulfillment, at least for me. Now, part of my happiness and fulfillment is having a good amount of money. I don't need all the money, but I want some money. I want to be able to provide for my family. I want to be able to do nice things. I want my kids to be able to open up companies. Yeah, I want to be able to, try to be wealthy. But it's not going to make or break me. There's steps to get there. I'm not chasing, $1 billion, $5 billion. I don't have a number. All right, I chase, what am I supposed to do this week? What am I supposed to do this month? What am I supposed to do the next 90 days? What am I supposed to do in the next 6 months? That's it. That's what I look at. Therefore, I'm always in the moment. I'm always relevant. I'm always right here. I'm relevant right now. Right? I'm current right now. I'm in the moment right now. You know, it's important to be in the moment and be present in what's going on right now and not too forward thinking, because you're going to miss what you got to do today, tomorrow, this week, this month. One of the things I wanted to also talk about is, every day you get two choices in life, right? You can choose to sleep with your dreams. And all of us have dreams. I wish I could do that. I want to do that. You can choose to sleep with those. They're just dreams. Or you can choose to wake up. You can chase them. You can say, you know what? I'm going to make that dream a reality. And how do I get there? And what are the steps I've got to do? And how do I follow the path to be successful in life? It's very key. And how you want to do it and what you want to do is important, but you've got to be able to understand that if you are leaving your dreams, to sleep and see them and you don't want to live them, then that's all they'll ever be. If you want to try to make it reality, you got to manifest it. You got to believe it. You got to be positive thinking. You got to put in the work. You got to create your appetite for success. You've got to create your goals. You've got to, there's so much you got to be able to, you're going to overcome adversity and there's going to be setbacks and you got to be able to be the comeback on that and how you get up and how you handle the punches and how you handle, adversity and struggle and loss, how you handle being defeated, because everybody's going to lose. Nothing's perfect. Those are the things that you're going to have to better in order to get to that spot that you want to be successful. Those are the key elements that you're going to have to learn. And they don't happen overnight. They happen through experience. They happen through education, knowledge, wisdom, getting coaching. Coaching's so key. You could have someone coach you and mentor you to navigate through some of these problems, through these hills and valleys of life, through that charge in your body. Coaching is key to that. If you get someone to help coach you, they're going to be able to say, hey, I've seen this song before. I know what the notes look like, and I can get you ready for them. But if you don't, your ego's there. Trust me, you just lost that game this weekend. My ego was there. We are up, and I'm like, yeah, chest bump, and we did the special flea flicker, and and got popped, got punched in the face. Mike Tyson says everything's great till someone gets fucking punched in the face. It's true. I always say everybody's a gangster till a gangster walks in. Then it's like, oh shit, that's a real gangster. That's right. That's a real gangster. So don't think you're a fucking gangster unless a real gangster walks in. Then you know who a gangster is. It's the same thing in life. And I just got popped this weekend, fucking sitting, putting myself in a position on the field with these kids. I know it's just fucking middle school football, but it's fucking aggravating. I like to win at everything I do. If we're having a pissing contest, literally, I want to win. If we're playing poker, I want to win. If we're playing chess, I want to win. We're playing table tennis, motherfucker, I want to win. I want to win at everything I do. I'm a fucking winner. I'm a sore loser because guys that take losses easy, they're fucking losers. They like losing. I don't like fucking losing. I like winning. That's what my son told me this weekend. I'm like, man, you're so pissed off. You're so angry. You're a sore loser. I don't care. Guys that take losing easy, they're losers. He's right. 1,000% he's right. If you're okay with losing, motherfucker, you're a loser. You're built for that shit. I am not okay losing. My son is right. He's a fucking replica of me. I shouldn't be riding his ass for it. Facts are, he's telling the truth. Nobody likes losing. Yes, I'm the guy that might break the fucking bat after I get a strikeout. Tough shit. I'm the guy that might throw the fucking helmet down when we fucking throw a pick. Yeah, tough shit. That's who I am. That's who my son is. It's because we want to win. We want to win at everything we're doing. Let me ask you something. Do you want to be competitive or you just want to fucking get by? Because in my appetite for success, it's about winning. On that menu, I have winning. Those are things I want to win all the time. There's no losses in my appetite. And if I get a loss, I got to find out how to do better to lose less and win more. It's tough, though. It's tough. Nothing's easy. I like to win, When I lose, it hurts. It stings. Some people are okay with it. Like, I don't like those fucking athletes, and I don't like those people in life. They just like laugh and giggle they lost. I don't like losing at all. At all. I mean, eventually you have to get over it. Eventually you have to try to live your life and not let things bother you and hold you down. I'm not saying do that, but I am saying that you're allowed to be pissed off for a few moments. You're allowed to get fired up, in my opinion. You can't be a sore loser and run your mouth to people and whine. That's a little different, but you can be a pissed off loser. I'm okay with that. You can't be comfortable. You got to be living your life knowing you're going to be uncomfortable. That's how you strive to be the best. That's how you thrive to be the best. Truly. I'd like to get on TikTok for a quick live for like 10 minutes, see if we can bullshit a bit. Let's see here. I might be able to do that. Let's see. All right, let's see. We take a photo, motherfucker. What up? What up? Give me a double up. All right, so we got that one. And we've got aliens, and